Right now, billions of people around the world are watching the FIFA World Cup. Cities become quiet. Restaurants fill with cheering fans. Friends cancel plans. Families gather around one screen. For millions, football isn't just entertainment. It's an emotion. But then, there are people who genuinely don't care. They don't know who's playing. They don't know the score. And even when an entire nation erupts after a last-minute goal, they feel almost nothing. How is that possible? Why can one event make millions cry with joy, while someone sitting right beside them feels completely unaffected? The answer isn't intelligence. It isn't personality. It's something much deeper. It's how your brain decides what deserves your emotions. And once you understand this, you'll never look at sports or human behavior the same way again. Here's something fascinating. Your brain has limited emotional energy. It simply can't care deeply about everything. So every day, without you realizing it, your brain asks one question: what is worth my attention? Years of watching football create emotional investment. A favorite club, a childhood hero, memories of watching matches with family. Slowly, the brain begins treating those experiences as part of your identity. Then the World Cup arrives. Suddenly, every goal feels personal. Every victory feels like your own. Brain imaging studies even suggest that when people watch their favorite team succeed, parts of the brain involved in reward become highly active, as if they are sharing in the achievement themselves. But if that emotional connection was never built, the same match is simply 22 people chasing a ball. The difference isn't intelligence. It's emotional investment. Now here's where psychology becomes even more interesting. Imagine this. It's the 90th minute. Your country scores. Within seconds, thousands of strangers are hugging, jumping, screaming. Some are even crying. Why? Because humans are wired to belong. Psychologists call this social identity. When we strongly identify with a group, its victories begin to feel like our own. For a few unforgettable moments, millions of individual people become one emotional tribe. That's why sports can create memories people never forget. But here's the twist. Not everyone finds belonging through football. Some people build that same identity around science, business, music, technology, art, or a personal mission they're deeply passionate about. The need to belong is nearly universal. The place we choose to belong is what differs. Here's the most surprising part. Some brains are rewarded less by competition and more by curiosity. Instead of asking, who won? Their mind naturally asks, why did that happen? How does this work? What can I learn from this? Others are focused on building a career, creating something meaningful, supporting their family, or chasing long-term goals. Their attention naturally follows those priorities. And psychology tells us something remarkably simple. Attention follows value. Whatever your brain believes is valuable. That's where your emotions will grow. Not because someone told you to care, but because your experiences quietly trained your brain to care. So, does not caring about football mean someone is more intelligent? No. Does loving football make someone less intelligent? Absolutely not. Football creates passion, friendship, belonging, and memories that last a lifetime. Others experience those same emotions through completely different passions. Books, business, music, science, creating, family, different passions. The same human psychology. Because when you strip everything else away, almost all of us are chasing the same things: meaning, connection, and something that makes us feel alive. The only difference is the game our brain has chosen to care about.